Hey there, friends and enemies. Jopa here again, and Bungie just dropped a brand new article on economy updates and more coming in Lightfall. I'm very excited to check this out. We already know of a ton of things that are dropping, from in-game LFG mod changes to the loadout system, all that kind of good stuff. I know there are some worries about the server concerns right now, which I understand completely. However, with all the positive changes coming, I just can't help but be excited about the new update coming next month. And yeah, let's check out the article together. Destiny 2 has been evolving since day one. Yeah, comparing it to day one is not even the same. It's night and day. So last week they were talking about build crafting. Now they're talking about in-game economy. No more Umbral engrams starting next season, which is good. Kind of a waste in my opinion. It looks like seasonal content will transition to using seasonal engrams. A1 will be selling shaders. Okay, this is good. If you miss shaders, you'll be able to catch up on these. So we've got some forward shaders, some gold leaf, a lot of good ones. Obviously, Burgusian Knight is good. The New Age Black Armory is solid as well. So a lot of good shaders here to check out if you don't have them already. And I think this is good. I mean, they've been around for so long. None of these are ones that are behind raids or anything like that you can still play. So I think this is a good idea, and it definitely with transmog, this is going to allow a lot more options for those players who might be late to the game, brand new, or might have taken a break during some of these content periods. So I think that's good. Vanguard and Nightfall focusing. Commanders of all will offer the ability to focus Vanguard weapons and armor. Vanguard engrams will be a virtual currency and will be live exclusively on the rank progress bar. So same thing that we see with shacks right now. That's good. You do not need to be claimed in order to be spent on focusing. That's good. Vanguard armor available for focusing in Season 20. Photo suede set. Class item not focusable, as class items do not have base stats. Good. That's good. I think that makes sense. You don't need to focus that. Vanguard weapons available for focusing. Xena class, third axiom, royal entry. Empty vessel, punching out, fortissimo, strident whistle, pure poetry, prolonged engagement. A lot of times you'll get a bunch of these in a row, but with the changes to perks and like buffs and nerfs over the course of time, sometimes it's nice to go back and refarm a weapon that you don't have a good roll on or you deleted accidentally. So I think that's good. His focusing options will expand further during following seasons. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Same thing with Nightfall focusing. He will offer Nightfall weapon focusing. Weapons must have been acquired from Nightfall strikes at least once. Cost is 1 Vanguard engram, 20 Glimmer, or 50 Legendary Shards. Good. So, essentially how this is going to work is if you say you've already obtained a Malicious Birthright or something like that, right? And then you don't end up running Grandmasters that week, you can still focus one for this cost of the engram, the Glimmer, and the Shards if you want to. So that way you can guaranteed get a chance at one of the weapons, even though you didn't run the Grandmasters or the Nightfalls that week, which I think is a good thing overall. Personally, I think it encourages you to come back and try to get a chance for the weapon, even if you don't have a crew to run the Grandmasters or the Nightfalls in general. So when completing Grandmaster Nightfalls, in addition to previously existing wars, players will also acquire Adept Nightfall ciphers. The ciphers, number of ciphers that players earn depends on whether players qualify for plat, gold, etc. Number of ciphers awarded per GM are 2, 1, or 0. For a deeper breakdown, Nightfall weapon, 1 Vanguard engram, Glimmer, etc., etc. 0 Adept Nightfall ciphers. For Adept weapon, you need 10 Nightfall ciphers. So if you farm and you get a bunch of the Nightfall ciphers, you can definitely get one of the Adept weapons every single week, as long as you've previously obtained that weapon. I think that's a good thing. So, Zavala will offer a single Adept weapon for focusing each week, matching the Nightfall weapon currently in rotation. So it'll be, again, Adept, Malicious Birthright, Mindbenders, Wendigo, Hung Jury, Swarm, and Buzzard. Oh, so it looks like those are going to be the weapons that are coming in, is the Swarm and the Buzzard, because those are not available this week, or this season, apologies. Legacy gear, focusing. Looks like old armor sets that you can focus, which is good. If you miss those, you can add them for transmog now. That's going to be nice. Nightfall weapons available for legacy focusing. So this is not going to be Adept. Yeah, Adept versions of legacy focusing will not be available, but you can still focus these and get rolls if you miss them. So that's going to be Plug 1, Uzume, Hothead, Comedian, Duty Bound, Silicone, Aroma, DFA, Horses. That's huge. I think that's good. I think that's very good. If players not acquired the weapon previously, it does cost more than if you've already acquired it. Again, that makes sense to me. Armor focusing, again, I'm not going to focus much armor unless I'm missing one for my collection, which I don't think I am. Armor sets available for Legacy focusing for Gambit as well. Makes sense. Iron Banner. You're going to have weapons for Legacy focusing. Okay, so a lot of weapons that were previously unavailable for people, if you missed them during the time they were around, are going to be available now, which is massive. Also, armor sets. A bunch of Iron Banner armor sets as well. Huge. It is kind of consuming of the various economy types, like 3 iron engrams, 25 legendary shards, and 25,000 glimmer. But I think overall it makes sense, especially if you haven't earned something before. Trials of Osiris weapons for Legacy focusing. Again, Shires is really good. Reed's Regret. So if you miss those, it looks like Burden of Guilt and Forgiveness are going away, which is interesting as well. If you don't have a Burden of Guilt right now that has Chill Clip, highly recommend doing so. It is very good, and next season with Chill Clip, it's going to be phenomenal. So here's the cost for that as well. Okay, all good things. Items like shaders, emblems, ghost projections, and other cosmetics players previously could earn in-game will be added to match rewards. I like that. That means players who missed out on cosmetics in the past will have a chance to receive them, like the Carmenica shader or the Red Jack projection. That's a good thing. We reduce the cost of focusing across the board when focusing on items that are currently in the ritual loot pool. That's good. So those are going to be cheaper. Iron Banner and okay. So yeah, essentially they've lowered the cost. You're just going to need for adept weapons either 7-win trials ticket or 10 adept Nightfall ciphers. That's the usual shakeup to the loot pool coming in season 20. So Forgiveness and Burning Guilt are gone. Incoming Astral Horizon, which is a returning shotgun a lot of people loved, and the Immortal SMG, good. I love the SMGs from Trials normally, so I'm assuming that one will be good too. Razor's Edge, Frontier's Cry. Frontier's Cry a little underrated, but Razor's Edge is whatever. Jerome's Claw and Bite of the Fox. Jerome's Claw, again, I'll be curious to see what the perks are on that weapon. Nightfall is Horror's Lease and DFA going. Horror's Lease, if you don't have a good one, I would recommend farming that before it's gone. And then the Buzzard and the Swarm. Swarm could be very good. If we can get target lock on that, I feel like that'd be awesome. Overall, again, positive changes. I think overall the game is kind of heading in the right direction as far as economy, as far as mods, build crafting, all that kind of good stuff. As long as they get some of the server issues under control, some of the lag and latency problems that I know PC people are having, that'll be a good thing. But overall, good changes. I'm excited to see what else they have coming, because it does say that they're going to have more standalone blog posts in the future. Keep an eye out if you're looking to learn more. So that's standalone blog posts. We're going to get more trailers, and we're going to get more TWABs on the road. So we're going to have a ton of information. That's going to be crazy. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more content like this from me in the future. I'm going to have a ton of things to say on the road to Lightfall, a ton of videos to make. And then obviously once Lightfall drops, it's going to be all Destiny all the time. So can't wait for that. My name is JoPa. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.